Test. 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 It don't look good, y'all. Does not look good. Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. It's going to be a struggle. You can just already tell. What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. Good afternoon. Here's our escape plan. If we glitch out today, then I'm just going to go to my phone or my tablet, which will equal I won't be able to share anything with you, but I'll be able to be on, and I don't have to deal with no anything as far as technology and stuff. I'll just do that. Anyway, and this is my fault because I was supposed to, in the interim, I was supposed to source another streaming software. I just haven't had the time to do it, you know. If it kills me dead this coming week, we are going to be together on Jedi Africa, my other channel. And one of the many reasons for that will be, well, first of all, I haven't done a piece over there in a while, and that's why I'm saying this to you now as it relates to this, because I want to be able to tell you what is consuming me and where I'm at in my journey, and what is monopolizing me here. I'm being very cryptic now because I don't want to get long. That will be the dissertation. There, we have it. I will do a dissertation there. So if you're not subscribed to my other channel, then do get over there and do that. It's Jedi Africa. And if I have an opportunity before we're done here today, I will put it up on the screen. Why I'm here today is because of a few things. And I'm kind of procrastinating, everybody, because I'm trying to keep an eye on the feed to see what first I want to say to, I don't know who it was, but somebody mentioned to me in the comments on my last piece, said, Jedi, can you do something on these tunnels in New York? And you know, I went and I looked, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. All I learned was that there was some tunnels under some, we'll just call it a school. It's not a school, and maybe part of it's a school. We're just going to say school because I need that word right now. But there's some sort of Jewish school, a building, a property. And apparently the history is that there's more to the property that they don't have and have wanted. One part of it is one thing and the other part is something else. But apparently there's been some tunneling going on to this other side, but they don't say why. You know, some of it was like, I guess they have some sort of a bath for Jewish men. And then there's another one for women. And this other side that they don't have, there was speculation that was it. A lot of this was just speculation. That's the other thing. You know, I even saw a guy who, and I'll see if I save that video. He's not part of the story. It was a separate thing. He lives in an apartment over the tunnel or some section of it. Young guy, Jewish, and has a guy that came to visit him, a friend, a blogger, whatever this guy is, and you can hear the noise. And he's telling the guy, yeah, you know, it's like there's some tunnels, but it seems at the time they're having their conversations, this story hadn't broke. In fact, he was saying you could think it's a conspiracy or something I'm saying, but I think I live over a bunch of Jews or something. And then he keeps going, and then after a while he goes, wait a minute, I'm Jewish. So he'd even forgotten that he was a Jew. So it's clear that at the time they're having their conversation, there hadn't been the discovery of these tunnels, but he was saying to this friend of his, yeah, I think there's like a tunnel. And the guy was like, yeah, that's some like conspiracy stuff. But then I saw the footage of them inside this building, and there's all these crazy Sephitic Jews that are tearing up walls and sort of going haywire. And then the police come in and they're throwing things at them. They're assaulting the police. And then some of the guys jump into an opening of this tunnel and they're throwing things out at the police. They're not coming out. It's a whole melee. Eventually they get out. City people come in. It's a whole thing. I still don't know what it is. That's why how I'm telling it to you is just like, I don't know what I'm talking about. But here's what I do know. You know, I thought how perfect that whatever this is or whatever it is now, and I'll pull an article while we're here today to see if that gives us anything. You know, maybe someone has compiled a succinct understanding of it and we can glean something from a potential article. But here's what I do know, or here's what I was struck by and I thought was so perfect. because at the same time that this looks like it was all becoming a thing, the lying, stinking whores who run the shit stain known as Israel are saying their headline was they found another major tunnel of Hamas, and oh my God. But nobody is talking about the fact that Christian Amanpour weeks ago had a former prime minister of Israel. I don't know his name because I know some of the previous prime minister's name, but I don't know if this was the Barak dude or if it was I can't think of the bastard's name. But he said in the interview with her, when the tunnels just came up incidentally, he goes, yeah, we built the tunnels years ago. And he gave a reason why they built the tunnels. But she stopped. She says, wait, are you telling me that Israel is the one who built these tunnels that are under Gaza? He was like, yeah, and it just kind of went on. But that was his story. And a lot of people picked up on it. But it's not being forwarded now when it needs to be forwarded, because they're still using that as part of their lie of why they're still murdering Palestinians in Gaza. But it speaks to, and by the way, these fuckers in New York, I don't think they were Orthodox Jew. Again, we only have respect for Orthodox Jews, everybody. The Orthodox. The Orthodox. Anybody else outside of that is a piece of shit, and we got no respect for them. And they're fair game for anything we're going to throw at them. Do you understand? I want to be very clear about that. And to that point also, I'm seeing more and more people making dissertation and being put up on programs, and they're making the distinction that I've been making for you since 2014, that Judaism, Zionism, and something else I put in the title are not the same thing. But if they built that entire network of tunnels under Gaza, and now we get this story of tunnels in New York, these are some tunnel digging ass people, you see? And what was the reason for the tunnels in New York, really? And when they showed some of the footage of them going down into the tunnels, I was looking to see, well, what is it? And also they're popping up out of grates in the street. You know, these tunnels lead to portions of the street, and they just come up out of the grate, and now they're on some part of the city or whatever. It's whatever. It's very covert. You know, it feels very shady and nefarious. And yeah, there just can't be good intent there, you know. And what I also noticed was the guys that were there, that were in this building, tearing pieces off the wall, and mattresses were coming out of the wall, and they're throwing tables, and they're fighting the police. These were all younger people. I didn't really see any like old so-called Jewish men. I saw nothing but males, and they were mostly young and fat and ugly like they usually are. You know what I'm saying? With the little black outfit that they wear. I mean, it was just, it hurt my eyes to look at it. But there they were. And so is there a cousin to, is this a cousin to the tunnel system in Gaza? And if so, is this a modus operandi? And is there tunnels elsewhere where these people are at? You know, maybe there's all sorts of secret, when we think about people going missing, and, you know, crimes that are never solved, and all sorts of things, you know. And how do you build a fucking tunnel under a city, particularly anywhere in New York, and nobody notices it? I mean, that's some Shawshank Redemption type, you know. I mean, it has all the wrong everything about it. Like, I can't even do it. Let me pull an article and see if we can just glean anything that will give us at least some understanding, if it turns out to just be some bullshit. And then I want to see who's here. And thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Brooklyn it is, no less. So these are under Brooklyn. Well, here's something. Okay, secret Shabbat tunnel in New York. And can I also say, in listening to any of these people with their supposed Hebrew, know this, everybody, that's not Hebrew they're speaking. All right? Semitic languages are very beautiful and very easy. And one of the things that I know as someone who speaks Arabic and Spanish really, but specifically speaking about Semitic languages, is that they're very connected to the soul and its sound. You know, when we think about as English speaking people, we've heard people say, you know, words have power and you should be careful of things that you say and all those things like that. That doesn't apply to English. It's garbage. But I can absolutely see where it does apply to the Semitic languages, Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic. You know, I could see that because some of it is sound, you know, and English is so harsh. You get old speaking English. You'll age faster speaking English than you will speaking any other language because it's so aggressive. But Semitic languages are not aggressive. And when you listen to these bastards who are claiming they're Jews in Israel, it's a lot of hard, like your throat would hurt if you spoke it too long. There is in Arabic. It's an exhale. You just slightly constrict. But what they're speaking makes you sick to hear it. Like even when they say Hamas, 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 if I hear that one more time without me just imitating it. Wait. Get worked up. I don't want to get worked up this early. Anyways, that's not Hebrew. All right, it's a bastardized Hebrew with some German and Russian and some other shit mixed with it. It's not Hebrew. It's not. Damn it, it's not. Because Hebrew, while it does not sound like Arabic and Aramaic, it has its own distinct sound. You can go to like language.com or you can go to hebrew.com or something and you can click on and hear, like if you want to go to Torah or something and hear somebody reciting Torah, then you hear it. You'll go, okay, that's not what these bastards in Israel are speaking. That's not the same thing. Because Hebrew, you could listen to it and be moved by it. Not this bullshit they speak. You can't. You can't. So we want to see now what it is. I'm going to try to bring you in. Here we go. Here goes nothing, everybody. Secret tunnel discovery in New York City synagogue leads to brawl with NYPD. I'm dealing with my delay. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to see who's here. All right, let's do this and then I'll see who's here. All right. This is from 10th January. Secret tunnel discovery in New York City synagogue leads to brawl with NYPD. The passageway is believed to have started in the basement of an empty apartment building behind the Shabbat headquarters snaking under a series of offices and lecture halls before eventually connecting to the synagogue. It's not exactly clear how long it's been there. There's a video. Let's see the video as part of the report. I'm probably in the way. I'm not going to try to take me out right now. I don't want to do a lot.
In Crown Heights, Brooklyn, police have arrested 12 people at the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters after a fight over a tunnel. A Chabad spokesman blames that incident on what he called a group of extremist students. He says the tunnel linked the headquarters building with a vacant building behind it and gave those students in question unauthorized access. He also accused those students of vandalizing the synagogue inside the building by breaking through that wall. Right now, the exact motive behind the construction of the tunnel is still not clear. The Chabad spokesman says the headquarters has been temporarily closed now to allow for a structural safety review.
All right. That's enough.
Hey, I'm Storm Team 4 Meteor.
For several hours, police pleaded with young men to leave the entranceway. This is just bullets before the body of the article. We'll just do the bullets. For several hours, police pleaded with the young men to leave the entrance to the tunnel, according to witnesses. After they refused, the police covered the area with a white curtain and entered the dusty crevasse with zip ties to detain the protesters. The passageway is believed to have started in the basement of an empty apartment building behind the headquarters, snaking under a series of offices and lecture halls before eventually connecting to the synagogue. 9 people between the ages of 19 and 22 were ultimately arrested on charges that included criminal mischief, reckless endangerment, and obstructing government administration. Didn't see assault on police there, though, according to the police. Another 3 received summons for disorderly conduct. Summons, like just come when you can. A historic Brooklyn synagogue that serves as the center of an influential Hasidic Jewish movement was trashed this week during an unusual community dispute that began with the discovery of a secret underground tunnel and ended in a brawl between worshippers and police. The conflict erupted in the global headquarters of the Chabad Lubavitch movement in Crown Heights, a deeply revered Jewish site that each year receives thousands of visitors, including international students and religious leaders. Its Gothic revival facade, immediately recognizable to adherents of the Shabbat movement, has inspired dozens of replicas across the world. But on Tuesday, the synagogue remained closed off by police barricades as New York City building safety agents inspected whether a tunnel dug without official permission may have caused structural damage to the framed property. I liked how they went to the length of saying whether a tunnel dug without official permission. No. If there's been anybody else, an illegal fucking tunnel. Do you understand? So that's already bias right there. Right there, it's bias. All right. Officials and locals said young men in the community, young men, not vandals, young men in the community recently built the passage to the sanctuary in secret. Not recent, bitch, because you saw how developed it was in the footage we just even seen right now. Recently built the passage to the sanctuary in secret. When the group's leaders tried to seal it off Monday, they staged protests that turned violent as police moved in to make arrests. The exact purpose and provenance of the tunnel that incited the altercation remained the subject of some debate. The passageway is believed to have started in the basement of empty, we read that, blah, 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 connecting the synagogue, blah, blah, blah. All right. Somebody they're naming now. Modi somebody characterized its construction as a rogue act of vandalism committed by a group of misguided young men. Just misguided. Condemning the, quote, extremists who broke through the wall to the synagogue vandalizing the sanctuary in an effort to preserve their unauthorized access. And I just like to say, when they show the interiors of this place, not the tunnels, like the inside the synagogue, it just looked cold and uninviting. The wooden tables that they had, it was just very, it just didn't, I can't, no. Those who supported the tunnel, meanwhile, said they were carrying out an expansion, end quote, plan long envisioned by the former head of the Shabbat movement, Rebbe somebody, as my grandma would say, big word, big word, big word, when she didn't want to read it. Big Word led the Shabbat whatever for more than 4 decades before his death in 1994, reinvigorating a Hasidic religious community that had been devastated by the Holocaust. It's in Brooklyn. He led this thing for more than 4 decades before his death in 94. 4 decades, for 4 decades. Reinvigorating a Hasidic religious community that had been devastated by the Holocaust. They weren't devastated here. No Holocaust in Brooklyn. No Holocaust in Brooklyn. Just no, and we have to be vigilant with this too. I was thinking about this over the last days too, everybody. Every time that we rightly bring up race, because it's about every fucking thing in this country is about race. You're playing the race card. So, you're playing the Holocaust card. You're playing the Holocaust card. We need to start using that. We have every right, and it's certainly being done, and we need to call it the same way they call our justifiable calling out of race. We're justifiably calling out you using the Holocaust card. We're doing that. Supporters of the expansion said the basement synagogue had long been overcrowded. The basement synagogue had long been overcrowded, prompting a push to annex additional space that some in the community felt was taking too long. Many of those supporters subscribed to the messianic belief that Big Word is still alive. These are definitely not Orthodox. Quote, that's what the rabbi wants. That's what everybody wants, said Zalmi Grossman, a 21-year-old fart bastard. He said the tunnel project began last year as a way to connect the synagogue with, quote, the whole empty space, end quote, behind it. So you need a tunnel. Shabbat leaders declined to say when they discovered the underground connection. Declined. This is an investigation. You're compelled to tell us, when did you do this shit? How long has it been here? Because city officials need to know that. Contractors, builders, people who make sure the structures are safe need to know that. You don't get an option. But Shabbat leaders declined to say when they discovered the underground connection. But several worshippers said word of the tunnel's existence had spread through the community in recent weeks. The situation came to a head Monday when a cement truck arrived to seal the opening. Proponents of the tunnel then staged a protest and ripped off the wooden siding of the synagogue. That's what I saw. A police department spokesman said police were called to the building in the afternoon to respond to a disorderly group that was trespassing and damaging the wall. For several hours, police pleaded with the young men to leave the entrance to the tunnel. How long do you think your black ass would have been there before stun guns came out and tear gas and flashbang grenades and all of it? But for several hours, do I make this up? For several hours, bitch, pleaded with the young men, bitch, I'm over it, to leave the entrance to the tunnel, according to witnesses. After they refused, the police covered the area with a white curtain and entered the dusty crevasse with zip ties to detain their bitch ass. Quote, when they took the first person out with zip ties, that's when the outburst happened, said Baruch Dahan, a 21-year-old bastard studying at the synagogue who videotaped the congregants fighting. Quote, almost everyone was against what they did, but as soon as people saw the handcuffs, there was confusion and pushing. Footage posted to social media shows scores of onlookers, mostly young men, jeering at the NYPD's community affairs office. Some lifted wooden desks into the air, sending prayer books scattering. In response, a police appeared to deploy an irritating spray to disperse the crowd. Okay, I did see that. I did see that they were spraying their bitch ass with, sadly it wasn't Raid, but they sprayed. So you get what you can. 9 people between the ages of 19 and 22 were ultimately arrested on charges that include criminal mischief, reckless endangerment, and obstructing governmental administration, according to police. Another 3 received summons for disorderly conduct. Spokesman for the Department of Buildings said the inspection results were pending on Tuesday evening. And will they be fined? Because I'll just tunnel under my house right now and see how far I get and see will I be, that'll be fine, I'm sure. No one will care. While the building remained closed, some worshipers completed their prayers outside in the drizzling rain. The community feels terrible, Dahan said. It's a disgrace. Instead of expanding, they destroyed. So we know nothing. We don't know anything. And the fact that we don't, I think, is also very, very telling, because I think that there is a certain level of privilege being shown to them because they are so-called Jew. And most people don't know to make the distinction between the Zionists, these fuckers, and the Orthodox Jew, you see. So, and you saw in the article where they were surprised when the handcuffs came out. That's when everything sort of jumped off, because I'm sure they felt like they were above the law. And, we're Jews, and so how dare anything would ever happen to us? We are born righteous and perfect and second only to the Messiah and all things holy. I'm over it. Let me see who's here. Black Beauty always. A big shout out to you, Queen. Hello, Jedi and the Global Family. Andrea Smith, greetings to you, Queen, and I'm gonna beat you. Miss Kiara, hey Jedi, haven't been catching live steady, but I'm here. Peace to the family. I'm glad you're here, Kiara. It's always good to see your beautiful face. Asia Lee, thanks, Jedi. Can't wait to hear your perspective. I know it will be 100%. That might have been you, Asia, that sent me. That started me down the road on that. I had been hearing about it, but Shoni, 12, big shout out to you, Shoni. So glad you were here, Queen. Yeah, Andrea, it's been a minute. Original Jewess, Shalom and Salam, Queen. Yes, animals they are, Andrea. K.R. Watkins. I can't even believe I'm saying your name. So good to see you. Big shout out to you, your family, the boys, all of that. Hope y'all are good there in Texas. You say I haven't seen the video footage of the tunnels, so I'll have to go check it out. And what I just showed, KR, is pretty much all I've seen. There might be some other stuff that's available that I don't know about, but that's really all I've seen. And one of them had like some sort of alcohol bottle. I noticed there was some sort of like a liquor bottle that I saw in the footage. Yeah, it's just I can't. I can't, and I can't. Asia, you say it's Yiddish. Yeah, Yiddish, Jewish. Everything's ish with these people. You are it or you are not. You understand? And in African language, there is no try. There is do or do not. It either is or it isn't. You understand? I can't with these people, dude. Like, get out of my face. I can't. Black Beauty, Jedi, wonder what would have happened if this was black people doing this. Chosen Lily. Big shout out to you. Did you see the bloody twin-sized mattress and the multiple baby chairs? Yes, I did. I did. In fact, I mentioned that I saw them pulling mattresses out of the wall. You know, and yeah, it's just all things bad. And I see in the delay, it showed it in the footage I just showed. It can't be a good thing, because for what reason? For what? For what? For what? You know? Yeah, I can't. CJ Stevenson, a big shout out to you, Queen. Good to see you. That's the Chosen. KR, laughing out loud. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to remove all videos of these tunnels. Good point, KR. They're being very coy, you know, and they're being allowed to, you know, there should be answers being demanded. Remember, this is New York. This is the sacred lair. You know, every movie since we're children, anything that happens in America always happens in New York. Superman's planet is in New York. Batman's in New York. Everybody's in New York. Spider-Man's in New York. Everybody's in fucking New York. All the disaster movies, New York. 9/11, New York. You understand? So it is a highly surveilled city, especially since 9/11. This is how we have all the images of Johnathan Majors running across the fucking state of New York with this white bitch chasing after him. Because cameras are everywhere. So it's okay to build or to dig tunnels under infrastructure, because now you're into the foundation, which is the very thing that holds anything up. This is a scandal. This is more than vandalism. It's another level of destruction. It's destruction. It should be, there's a higher charge, you know, state's attorneys need to come in and some prosecutions need to be made, you know. This can't be allowed, you know, because yeah, I can't with it, man. I can't. Like I said, they're being shown a certain level of privilege because of the little costumes they wear, and they're supposed to be holy people. Well, we're not buying it.
Years ago.
Yeah, we're just not buying it. I'm not dealing with this, but I guess well, no. And on that subject, wait, go back. On the subject of, again, the cameras and Johnathan Majors running across the state of New York, running from this white bitch. He did an interview with somebody, because, you know, I recently did a piece on him. And my angle was predominantly interracial dating. And the woe that is for African people. But I'm really concerned because this interview that I saw, there we go, was confusing, disappointing, upsetting, infuriating. Did I say confusing already? It was a few things. Wait now. What I was struck by, first of all, I don't know Johnathan Majors all like that.
Why'd you decide?
And the stuff that he's been in, they cited, I ain't seen it. I don't have television. I don't go to the movies. And I would not see him. But I know who he is. I feel like I've seen him. I've seen him. And then also when he had the dust up with the magazine cover, where the big discussion was, you know, that he was being emasculated and this and the third and all. Yeah, like I don't understand him. At the same time, is this the clip? Let's see now.
Why do you wanted to talk now?
I felt like it was time. Something about sitting here right now and
I don't know if his eye was watering or if he was crying. I just thought, nigga, if you sit up there crying, I will find you. Like, no. This is from the dude that cries at everything. But I'm not on ABC News, all right? And I'm not Johnathan Majors. All right. I'm bigger than Johnathan Majors. I know. I get it. Yes, I'm international. Yes, I'm known everywhere. I get it. Don't write me stuff. It's not about me. But I just thought, if you sit there crying, dude, this is not the time to be crying. But what I started to say a moment ago, I don't really know him all like that. And then you're with the white bitch who was not worth a damn. Come to find out, he met her on the set of a movie that he was doing. She's a dancer, whatever that means. And I don't know how much of that I believe, and I haven't taken the time. I don't know if that I will, but all I need to do is see her walk. Let me see her walk and look at her structure. I'll tell you if the bitch is a dancer or not. Is she claiming a serious dancer, or is she just somebody dancing on a pole someplace? Like, I would like to know that, because it was important to me in the context of his case and this interview, because here he is, this international actor now. He just joined Marvel, and he's some character in Marvel, and all of that, and then basically she ain't shit, really. And if you're a dancer, what were you doing on the set of a movie? Why were you on the set of the movie, white whore? Why were you? We just like that answer. Why are you on the set of this movie? Were you an extra? How are you here? And meeting Johnathan Majors or anybody else that's a principal actor of the cast. Tell us now. We'd just like to have that information. So my implication is that they're creating some sort of backstory for her that is honorable, if you will. Like, they don't want to just say she doesn't do anything, or she's a clinger on, or she's a, you know. So I'm insinuating that she is probably not a dancer. She don't do shit, and but they just trying to make it look like she does something, you know. This is a clip to give you a flavor of the interview. The entire interview, I think, is like, I don't know how long it is, but notice his demeanor, and it's going to jump as soon as I bring you in. It didn't jump. Am I still in the air? And again, like I say, I don't know because sometimes my eyes will water, you know, especially if I just walk out in the morning air or something like that. Any wind that hits my eye, that's it. I'm going to start tearing. My eyes are very sensitive to wind. So I don't know if he was having a runny eye or if he was crying. I offer this for your review.
I felt like it was time.
Oh, she asks him, why are you doing this interview now? Why were we here?
Why'd you decide you wanted to talk now?
And he looks younger there. Like, how old is Johnathan Majors? Let's X the white whore because I can't. How old is Johnathan Majors? He's 34. She should say 31. It says 34. Let me ask her again. How old is Johnathan Majors?
34 years old.
Oh, all right. Watch it. Watch it. So he's 34. I don't know that I knew how old he was or even thought about it, but he just looks really young here. Fuck, I'm in the way. Damn it. All right. Let me take me out.
Why'd you decide you wanted to talk now?
You see there, he wiped his eye. Is it tearing or is he crying?
Why'd you decide you wanted to talk now?
I felt like it was time. Something about sitting here right now and looking at you and understanding the gravity of the situation.
Also, he's not with Megan. He's with Megan Good now. And that to me is not the best thing either. Because wasn't she with Devon, whatever his name is? And they were the holy Christian couple and we don't have sex and we're so pure and perfect. I mean, so when and it seems like, don't take this from me, this next statement, because my sense of time is garbage. But it seems like her and this Devon guy just ended. And poof, now we learn she's with Johnathan. And was she the focus of the scandal between him and the white bitch? Because part of the testimony is that when they were in the SUV, he got a text from a female. And the white bitch wanted to see, he came clean about it and this and a third. And so, we'll just, anyway, shut up, Jedi.
Something about sitting here right now and looking at you and understanding the gravity of the situation. A situation that I, in many ways, put myself in.
He was one of the most promising actors of his generation.
Today, a verdict in the case of Johnathan Majors.
Now, Johnathan Majors has been convicted of a misdemeanor assault and harassing his ex-girlfriend in a stunning trial that brought his soaring career to a screeching halt.
There were 4 charges. The jury convicted you of 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. I also want you to notice his fashion statement, dude, because when they get the right shot, you're going to see these big-ass bell-bottom pants that he's wearing. I'm like, where are we doing that? You feel me? I mean, but then I also, when they showed the footage of him running from the white whore, I noticed that his fashion statement is eclectic also there. So maybe this is his thing. I'd like to know where he's from and all that stuff. We'll just find that out.
Your reaction to that verdict?
Shock. I was absolutely shocked. I know I did not, place my hands and strike that woman. It never happened.
Last March, he was celebrating.
Okay, so we're not going to see the whole report. Wait, this is the...
By his side,
there's the whore.
His girlfriend, Grace Jabari, the
Grace Jabari.
dancer he'd met on the set of Ant-Man in 2021.
Wait, now, that's what I was talking about. How he met her. Say that again.
By his side, his girlfriend, Grace Jabari.
Now, first of all, look how slender she is, everybody. What dancer are you? What dancer are you? Because as a choreographer and someone who's danced more 8 counts in my life than I'm probably going to live on the earth. That's the truth, man. What dancer are you? She doesn't have the build of certainly not a ballet dancer. You don't even have to be a dancer, and you've seen ballet dancers. You could see she doesn't have that build. So That's out. Even though she's wearing black and we can see how the clothes hang on her. You want to tell me she's a model? You know, one of these waif-ass models? I'll buy it. But dancer? Nah, no. What dancer?
Sorry, the dancer he met on the set of Ant-Man in 2021.
Of what man? On the set of what?
The dancer he met on the set of Ant-Man in 2021.
I loved Greg. Our relationship was not healthy, you know, and that began to reveal itself over time.
Okay, this is the part I want to get to. When he says to her, there's an audio recording where he's saying to her, I need a woman to be my Coretta Scott, my Michelle Obama, and I just thought, this is where I die. Because, so the first thing, step one is you go get a heifer that look like that. That's step one, Jonathan. Hi, it's the Jedi. It's step one, just in case you didn't know. You first, you can't be a white whore. And I just thought, what? And by the way, as he's saying this, Megan Good is sitting there in the room. Look, do you see the bell bottoms that I'm telling you about? So I don't know what he is giving there. Not understanding. Come on. Wait. Ah, damn it, it jumped. Here we go.
You might, well, I'm just,
Wait.
I just got smacked up, you know, for one.
Come on, I just seen it. I just had it, y'all. Was by the way, I'm not going to litigate the case. Because the bitch wasn't hurt. And the stuff they had him on was just like, are you serious? Wait, was this? Oh, and that's the bitch there too. So we saw her all blonded up, and now this is, I mean, nah. I'm trying to show you these damn bell bottoms. Apparently we're not going to see them because...
Pick her up. I put her back in the car. I'm trying to get rid of her. I'm trying to get away from her.
I just had
as the video shows, you know. Second biggest mistake in my life. I try to keep her in the car.
Fuck.
We get out. We walk across the street. I escort her across the street. The moment we get across the street,
even there, the boots he's wearing, I mean, it's a few things, man.
And I run.
What made you run?
Fear.
Of what she might do?
No, not what she might do. Well, I just got smacked up, you know, for one. It was an animal impulse. Save yourself. Get away from this. And that's what I went to do.
After the incident, Majors...
I cannot get the damn bell bottoms. I was on it right before I brought you in, then it always jumps back. Or jumps whenever I push to bring y'all in. These fucking bell bottoms, dude. It's not meant, y'all, apparently. Let me get to the quote where he's talking about the Coretta Scott. And I was like, what, my nigga?
Introducing Verizon's new Business Unlimited 5G plans, built to give you even more value. Now including more premium hotspot data, call filter plus, and travel pass. Now get more of what matters to your business with Verizon.
I make it my business to any company that advertises to me. I don't do shit with your product. It's my revenge for you advertising and interrupting shit that I was doing.
She's unconscious.
Wait now. And this is when they got there. This is the 911 call when he calls 911 because she claimed that she was going to kill herself
Jabari
and she couldn't go on.
called 911.
This is condo, by the way.
What happened exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know. She's unconscious.
What also I can hear and see from his how he speaks and how he's talking and how he presents himself, he don't got no brothers around him. And if he does, they ain't real brothers. They just like him. You understand? Every black brother needs real brothers around somewhere to snatch you back into reality and say, nah, man, nah. Because just you may not know, you know? And so, but somebody's got to be there to say, this is what it really is. He even the interview, he's sitting there, he's very meek. So all I can see is, how are you when you're sitting in executive meetings with Marvel discussing, you know, hiring you for a role or something like that? You don't got no type of oomph. You just mouse meek. They're going to run over you. You're not a pushback. Then how you're talking about now the 911 call, he doesn't have a real answer. Hear this now.
Called 911.
What happened exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
No, I don't know.
She's unconscious. She's naked from the bottom down. She has a sweatshirt on. She's my ex-partner. We broke up.
Body camera
That's the wrong shit.
footage from the officers who arrived at their apartment shows Majors covering Jabari with a blanket.
And this also may play into why he was even arrested, because he doesn't have any fuerte, you know? He's not, this is the scene they show up to, and you just sound like that on a 911 call, and now the police are there, and you still sound like that. I don't know what happened, and she was just, I'm like, you're going down, homie. We gotta at least take you down for questioning, and you just could be guilty some type of way. I mean, that's, you know.
And then bringing police to their bedroom suite closet where she was lying on the floor. Officers know
Their bedroom suite closet. No, bitch. It's his condo. That's his closet. Their bedroom suite closet. Nah.
noticed marks on her body, and pictures presented at trial showed Jabari's fractured finger and a laceration behind her ear. Majors was arrested and charged with assault and harassment and was released on his own recognizance. Part of Majors and his team's defense when it comes to both his innocence in this case and prior exchanges is alleged racial bias. Majors.
And do we think that Megan Good is a fame whore? Let's throw that out into the pot, because she's not on anybody's radar that I know of as of late. She's kind of, in my book, she's kind of a failed actress. And now there she is at the side of Johnathan Majors and just all dedicated, all of it. And also, isn't it also a bad look that this is a trial because he was with a white bitch? No sister, I've said this till, I'm going to say this till my last breath. I've said it as long as I've known that I'm alive. No sister should ever accept any brother that's ever been with a white bitch. That should just be that you just ruined it for yourself. You do not get to get a sister now. You don't get to have that. And I just can't, because for me, I can't imagine being with any sister that's been with some white dude. It's just, I can't with that. Nah, because no. I'm gonna feel some type of way when I have the desire to be intimate with you. I'm not gonna feel it. It's not gonna happen. It won't. It can't. Nah. And it also says to me, your eye is not just for me. And I don't mean me, the individual. I mean me as a black man. Like, I just represent black man. So it don't have to be me. It could be another brother. It doesn't matter. But I'm saying your eye is not just for us. Just that your eye, you've allowed, or that you were seduced at the eye by someone else who was not a black man, says, I don't have your complete attention. And that's a turn off for me. Like, I just feel like you're damaged goods. You understand? No sister that's ever been with a white man could ever approach me. I don't give a fuck what she got going on, how perfect she would be for me. That's a deal breaker. And so I asked from that place, you know, why are you, what do we feel about this? But having said that, I'm hoping that she has sat him down and gave him, hopefully she's got something and she's given it to him like, nah, this is not, you know, and why that was the worst thing in life you could have ever done with this bitch or any other white heifer. You know,
Changes is alleged racial bias. Majors had filed his own incident report with the NYPD in June, formally and repeatedly accusing Jabari of attacking him. The Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, declined to prosecute Jabari, telling Impact it lacked prosecutorial merit, and that report was eventually ruled inadmissible in court.
The interesting part about this cross-complaint is that the NYPD investigated it. They thought it was enough, and they wrote up a report to say this person should be arrested, and Grace Jabari even turned herself in. So the NYPD thought it was a crime, but Alvin Bragg didn't. And I think that's where it gets a little contentious for the defense.
Dark-skinned black man that wears glasses. Right there.
That's
fact.
There are those who would say, well,
wait now.
You know, the DA,
because I wanted
Bragg is a black man. How can you say that this is race involved?
Alvin Bragg is a black man. I'm a black man. He's a politician.
It may not be in this clip. Fine.
We are not limited to our race. The system, you know, the country. There are elements of it that are just bad.
The district attorney's office declined to comment on Majors' interview, saying, "We do our speaking in court, where a Manhattan jury convicted Mr. Majors." And in a previous statement to ABC News, every day to court.
You take his fat ass and put him in one of them tunnels that them fucking Zionists built. That's how we deal. So that's fine.
He held a gold leaf Bible in one hand and her hand in the other.
And she's held me down like a Coretta, you know. I'm so blessed.
Yeah, there's the fucking bell-bottom pants. Finally. Hopefully you can see it. We're talking about how Megan has held him down like a Coretta.
To have her. The relationship is still fresh.
And he's...
But, you know, I think I found her.
He's just all wet under the eyes. So I don't know.
I hope she just stick with me.
He looks very young. Like, he doesn't look 34 to me. He looks not 34. Probably the Coretta thing is not in that piece, y'all. In fact, some of that I don't remember seeing when I watched the interview itself. So maybe there's more to it than I thought I was watching the full thing. Like the sellout ass prosecutor at the end, the state's attorney, whatever the fuck he was. Yeah, so you want to watch the whole thing. I thought it was 18 minutes, but maybe it's longer than that because there's stuff in that obviously, and this clip that I was just showing is only 10 minutes, but it didn't have that. It's a recording from his phone or something like that. They were arguing and he's telling her, like, I need you to be a Coretta and a Michelle Obama And I just like, I immediately went and self-admitted myself to the ICU. It couldn't go on. I'm just rescanning it, y'all, just to be sure I didn't miss it. That maybe it was there and I missed it. Let me come back and see if you were answering any of the questions I'm asking you. Like I said, for me, that's just damaged goods right there, you know. Yeah, but that should be known. You know, when our boys are very young, we should be telling them, if you ever get with you a white bitch, you can't get no sister, man. You just have like old uncle somebody telling them that over a plate of catfish. You feel me? Just damaged goods. Damaged goods. Cause listen, and I'm consistent, alhamdulillah. When I dated Angie briefly, but because I was gonna say there was this sister named Angie. I actually met Angie in the 8th grade, but no, it's not a contradiction because I don't think Angie dated a white dude. I got the sense that she was open to it, so that really should have been a strike. But I knew Angie in the 8th grade, and at that time, I didn't know any other sister that looked like Angie, and just everything about her, man. Like, I have some video here I would love to show you all at some point. That's why I need another platform, man. I need a podcast. I need some shit where I can show you shit, and I don't have to worry about shit. You understand what I'm telling you? There's a lot of shit I could share with you. You've seen nothing, man. There's so much of my life I could share with you. But anyway... And I just remember it because there's a video I have where we had a Super Bowl party at somebody's house, and Angie is one of my exes that's there. And anyway, why did I'll say this. Anyways, Angie would have been considered damaged goods, you know what I mean? But we got a chance to get together later, and it was all good, you know. But I'm trying to give you an example. Like, I need an example. Just like, that's off. That's it. That's damaged goods. That's just it. You know. Maybe this will say it more clearly. I think the same way a woman would be, like, if you found out your dude was with a dude, you'd be like, we good. We good. This should be the same thing, you know? Because one of the things that Johnathan Majors, if he hasn't already, is going to learn, and what all black people, but certainly black males, should learn, is you don't have the luxury of buying into this love seasonal color and we're all the same and all this other vomit bullshit, because A, that's not true. That's not how they see it. And B, you can never be fulfilled. You can have infatuation, you know, but what does that mean? You know what I mean? And so you need to understand that's just desire to smash or something like that. And then if you're going to do that, then you do that and be over it. But not like, ooh, I found the one and all this shit, because we are not the same. How long have I been saying this? Damn, we're not the same. And the only people preaching that shit is white people. We are not the same as them. And we are an injured people. Any brother or sister in any relationship, in society, in life, you need to be fulfilled. You need to be fulfilled. Even if you don't know you need to be fulfilled, you do. And you're never going to be fulfilled if you're not with one of your own. You can't be. You can't. You cannot. I don't care how wonderful your relationship is. You cannot be fulfilled. You can't. And how the fuck he thought he was going to get a Coretta Scott or a Michelle Obama or anything else out of this twiggy white bitch, I do not know. Kiara, you say something very sinister. Definitely something sinister going on with those tunnels. Yes, yes, indeed. Carlos, what's good, Jedi? I'm glad I caught this live. I'm glad you caught it too, Carlos. KR, that Johnathan Majors case is just crazy to me. But hopefully he learned his lesson to leave them white chicks alone. That's exactly what I'm saying right now. Like, hopefully he got something from this. Like, so even if we want to allow, but I don't know what his dating history is. So we'll just say we don't want to know that. Just seal that record. We don't want to know. We want to say it was just this one white heifer. And then, so that's it, Johnathan. You see. But then, Megan or any other sister at his side, now it's one thing, he's Johnathan Majors, whether his career takes off again and all that stuff or not, which is some bullshit because Robert Downey Jr. has done every fucking thing and he's Iron Man. Johnny Depp has done every fucking thing, including murdered his mother, and he's Johnny Depp. I mean, the day the allegation was made, Marvel dropped him. Like, or no, when I think he said that the moment it was like in the same half hour, he tells in the interview. In that same half hour, like Marvel like dropped him. You feel me? 'Cause again, in their white ass society, you're not allowed to make any mistakes. That's why we indict them to the end of time for every fucking thing they have done and that they do, everybody. We never let up. Fuck forgiveness and nicety and shit, because that's not who you're dealing with. I've told you a million times, they don't ever let shit go. They're still not over OJ. Do you understand? Carlos, someone on Twitter said that he heard people speaking Yiddish under his, heard people speaking Yiddish, wait, where am I at? Oh, under his ground level apartment, and nobody believed him. That's the guy I was talking about earlier, Carlos. I don't know if you were here yet or not. But yeah, it was a young kid. And his friend comes over and the whole thing. And he's like, I hear people. And the guy was like, this is some conspiracy stuff, blah, 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 blah. It's the same thing, yeah. K.R. Watkins. To be honest, I don't even want to see that Johnathan Majors interview. It happened. It happened. He was found guilty. He made his bed. Now lie in it. My only thing is that it was a non-crime. Even the jury, if you listen to the breakdown of the verdict, they were saying that this was how the verdict came out. He didn't get convicted of any of the serious stuff. Even the assault, I don't know if that was the term, the battery, injury, something. They were saying it was unintentional. Like it happened, but he didn't mean it. Like, you know. So they showed compassion. Did I just say that word? I don't know what the jury looked like. Anyways. This was Emmett Till all over again, everybody. This is white bitch broke a nail. Who knows how she got that fucking cut behind her ear? I say the bitch was probably on some type of drugs. You have to see the interview, KR, because there's not just for him. You can ignore him, but you have to watch it to hear the details of the case. Maybe I'll pull up the verdict and just read that. Cheryl Bryant, a big shout out to you, Queen. Glad to see you made it. Damn, I'm late, and Jedi, you're speaking on Johnathan Majors. Asia, they put her there for him and he fell for it. I'm with you, Asia. I'm with you. I'm with you, because I was asking earlier, how are you on the set of this movie? If your only credentials, you're a dancer. What's the bitch name? Damn it, what is this bitch's name? Grace something. See if we can find it out so we can at least
What I knew to be
Google.
the weight of him on top of me.
If we can at least Google her bitch ass. Wait, no.
Why did you decide you wanted to talk now?
I felt like it was time. Something about sitting here right now and looking at you and understanding the gravity of the situation. A situation that I, in many ways, put myself in.
Wait. Come
He was
on.
one of the most promising actors of his generation.
Today, a verdict in the case of Johnathan Majors.
And look how they built it up. He's one of the most
Majors.
He's one of the most promising actors of his generation. Really, bitch? It's a step too far. Slow your roll, sister. Slow it
Convicted of
down.
a misdemeanor assault and harassing his ex-girlfriend in a stunning
Say the
trial
name.
that brought his soaring career to a screeching halt.
Wait, I'm trying to scan over so I can find the bitch.
Charges. The jury convicted
Wait,
you of
y'all.
2 of them.
I just need
Your
her
reaction
name.
to
Grace
that
something.
verdict.
Shock.
Where's this?
I was absolutely shocked.
Wait.
I know I did not, place my hands and strike that woman. It never happened.
What about?
I wish to God I knew. That would give clarity.
In a statement to Impact, Jabari's lawyer said,
Grace Jabari. That might not even be the bitch's real name. I mean, Grace Jabari.
According to IMDb, Grace Jabari is known for Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, 2023, Barbie, 2023, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, 2023, IMDb Pro Contact Info and Agent Info.
Then why do they only represent her as a dancer? We're going to come to that. Let me finish getting... Wait now. Damn it. Chosen Lily. They always try to clean up a white background or behavior. That's so true. I can't wait to see what this is, because... anyway. Simply Sandra, I'm simply glad you're here, Queen. Good to see you. Chosen Lily, white girl with majors is probably Jewish. Good point. We're gonna look into that. Cheryl, boy, I can't wait. Jedi, you're speaking on some of the hottest topics tonight. This live stream is about to be on fire. Don't build me up too much, Cheryl. I may not be able to live up to it. That's all. You say that's all right, girl. We late, but we here, Queen. Oh, that's the sign. KR. Yes, Megan. And her ex-husband's breakup is still rather fresh. It hasn't been a full year since they split, I don't think. So, see? So, even though my sense of time is off, I felt like that's true. Like, so, which, by the way, I couldn't accept their thing. It was one of those relationships that when you hear about it, you're like, I'm sick of it now. The moment I hear about it, I'm sick of it. Because he seems like a zinc and Ebola. What's that other? Zinc, Goko Iboga, something. It was some other vitamin. Like, jog 10 miles in the morning and read 5 books before noon. And, he's jumping out of airplanes and everything's about Christ and the church and clean living and he dusts it was just like, I can't. And Megan seemed like she just like regular sister, that's it. It just seemed nah for me. And he's in the Oprah fold to some degree, and that's a different, no, damn it, no. So, but she's basically a failed actress. Like, what has she been in? What has she done? You know, lately. And now she runs to Johnathan Majors. And what is the age difference? Let's find out how old her bitch ass is. Wait, I need a different device because that I need to keep on her bitch ass, this Grace Jabari person. How old is Megan Good?
42 years old.
She's 42. Bit of a cougar going on. There's nearly 10 years. He's 34. She's 42. So it's 8 years. Ain't too much. Even if they were the same age, she'd still be older than him mentally because women are smarter than us. But still, it's interesting just to know that age dynamic. You know, it adds something. Yeah, why is she rushing to him? Because he was a Marvel star. And now he's not going to be a Marvel star. In fact, the last question they asked him in the interview was, they said, you know, do you hope that, basically, do you think your career is going to recover? And do you think, when he goes, I hope somebody will think that I'm worthy of a second chance, you know. I almost wanted to cry for him when he said that. He comes off like not 34. He comes off, he really read to me not 34. You know, like I want to tell him what time he has to go to bed and be in the house and shit. I mean, it was just, you know, no fight there. KR, that video clip is speaking of him in past tense, like he's dead. Something isn't right about this. I can't. She's anorexic. Bye. I'll be back. I can't watch this. I can't with you, KR Watkins, damn it. And I love when y'all type how you talk because it's easy for me to read it and then I enjoy your speech. I got everything from that. Oh my God, I can't, KR, damn it. That's the comment of the night right now. Damn it. You killed me, dead. Ant-Man, okay. When I was asking, what man? Because I couldn't hear it. Son. Yes, thumbs up, everybody. The penalty for not thumbsing up will be death. What you don't know is that before this live stream, I sent out various groups to all of your homes, and you may notice people outside your house you don't recognize. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. And you should be lucky I told you that. Or as Trump would say, that I could tell you. That I could tell you. Like as if there's a whole wall of shit that he's not telling you. But yeah, thank you, San. And all my moderators, y'all get on these people. Threaten their lives, whatever you got to do. Send them pictures of their house and their bed. Cheryl, check out the topics listed in the title of this video. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, that's Tassan. Chosen Lily. Jabari was charged with misdemeanor assault, but the charges were dropped. Yes, and they mentioned that in the report that she actually turned herself in when they talked about the fat lard-ass sellout Negro who, in that case, the police thought it was enough for her, and he didn't. But when it came to Johnathan, he superseded everything. Like, yeah, it's a case for him. You know, I can't, man. I can't. You know, in fact, everybody, you know, my last piece that I brought you with the Joe Biden thing at the Mother Emanuel Church in South Carolina, that was just one piece because there's more to that, you know, to be extracted from that visit, because James Clyburn does speak at the beginning. He introduces Joe Biden and the lies that he tells when he steps up. We're probably going to look at that. I didn't want to revisit it in this stream, but I'm feeling provoked. But why I mention it? Something I just read. Why did I mention that to you? Oh, because I was talking about the sellout ass Negro. It'll come to me, inshallah. Anyways, but good point, chosen Lily. Indigenous Insight. That's a name I don't think I've seen. Welcome to the channel, Indigenous. Uh-oh, we're glitching. I just saw inconsistency. Indigenous Insight. Watch Love Raft Country if you want to watch some excellent Johnathan Majors work. I think it's called something Craft, Indigenous, because they mentioned it in when they were talking about stuff that he is famous for. And pay no attention to these numbers, everybody. I see 100 back here backstage. The views are 100. That's why I always tell you, when we're done, refresh and you'll see the real number. This is bullshit. But you're going to say, if you want to see some excellent Johnathan Majors work, just get over the horror movie stuff and look at the content. It's awesome. And you know what? Actually, I think I saw something. You know what? Back when my wife did her documentary, I guess we'll call it, it was on Prime or something I don't have. See, they're coming with this bitrate bullshit. We're having problems, y'all. We're having problems. I know my bitrate is at what they say they need, so this is not true. Give me a second. We're getting this damn warning that the bitrate is not what it needs to be, and it is. I have the value set. Son of a bitch. We're just gonna try. And you know what? If the people in Gaza can say Alhamdulillah when bombs are falling on them, we can say Alhamdulillah when we have an interruption of this pathetic ass stream, everybody. It means nothing to our existence at all. Let's be very clear about that. Cheryl Bryant, Alvin Bragg, that sellout. Son, Johnathan Majors should never call the damn cops. Black man with a white woman in his damn closet. And she was literally in his closet too. I didn't think about that, son. Wow. But again, he must not have known. Like, he really... But again, I blame black parents for this shit. This dude is only 34 years old in 2024. He is 34 now. So that's enough time his parents... That's why I say, black parents, I'm indicting your bitch asses. If you're not telling, if you one of them parents, you got kids, I don't give a fuck how old your kids are. If you know you're a parent. If you're a parent, you have not told your children that these people are the fucking devil and don't befriend them and don't bring them to your fucking house, you're a bad parent. Because why he's up on charges now and his career is going to hell is because of his parents and the adults that were around him. A man is sitting in front of you right now who these things were instilled in me. Do you understand? How you raise a child, that's how they walk through life. I still walk on what my father and my grandmother and my aunt taught me. You understand? So I know it's the parents. I know it. Because growing up, I was friends with little kids who I knew they didn't know things that I knew. You understand? My buddy Jason, his parents didn't tell Jason the same shit they told me, that my parents told me. You understand? I mean, no. So hopefully he, and I don't know what Megan's circle is, but maybe somebody will, somebody's something. So even if him and Megan don't work out, he will know no more white bitches. That's it. That's a one time that you lucky that Megan stepped up for your ass. Whatever her motives are, whatever. Carlos, Johnathan Majors doesn't get it. Hopefully he gets it now. Son, I mean, I know what you meant, son. You are right, Jedi. Speak that truth. Robert Epps, big shout out to you, brother. I just went on Brother Maurice Muhammad live stream and they just cut his live. And that's because you were there. And now your ass is here, and that's when I just glitched out, Robert. Let me find out. Don't let me start calling you the Omen. Don't let me do that. Don't make me do that. Don't make me do that. Noel DeBerry. A new name. I sing for the first time. Welcome, Noel. And I never seen Noel spelled like that. But that's black folks for you. Noel. Nowelle. Accentualleeeh. Noel. Welcome to the channel, my sister. I'm the Jedi. Hey Jedi, it has been a minute since I watched. I'm glad I was able to finally join an actual live stream. I'm looking forward to hearing your take on these topics. Thank you, Noel. My dad told me not to even think of bringing a clear man home. Shout out to your father. You feel me? That's a king by all definitions. And why am I seeing something red? Oh, because there is something red. San, speaking of your last piece, Jedi, about Demon Biden, I was reading the comments and this woman was trying to say you was hiding and not on camera. Now, nowhere, but you told her ass off good. Yes, I did. I let the bitch know I don't have shit to hide. And obviously you've not looked at my channel, because if you look at my channel, you see I'm all on camera. You understand? Yes. But again, as I say, people just come, they'll read a title and that's it. Or they read the comments and they start commenting. Or they watch a part and you always know. I always know. I always know. I always know. I always know. Okay. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh, first let's find out about this Noel bitch. Or not Noel, sorry Noel. This Grace bitch. Because they're saying she's all these things that we don't know anything about, and they didn't mention that in the piece. They only just said she was a dancer and that was it. Is known for Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, Barbie 2023, and Ant-Man. So, and The Wasp, Quantumania, all in 2023. So just a second. So we're to believe this bitch did Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, 2023. It says the year after it. Barbie, 2023 as well. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, 2023. This bitch did all this in 2023. Tom Cruise doesn't do that many movies a fucking year. Do you understand? And he's Tom Cruise. So, what did she do? Oh, here it says, what does Grace Jabari do for a living? Grace Jabari is a 30-year-old British dancer and the ex-girlfriend of Johnathan Majors. The pair dated. You're supposed to be telling me what she does. You telling me who she dated. I don't give a fuck. Is a 30-year-old British dancer and ex-girlfriend Johnathan Majors. The pair dated for 2 years. As a dancer, she has appeared in movies like Barbie, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1, and Coldplay's Cry, Cry, Cry music video. According to IMDb, well, we're going to pull up Cry, 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 Coldplay. Wait, is this the one I want? Which one is this? Oh, no, that's me. I literally know these phones by what picture of me is the damn thing now, y'all. It's ridiculous. Let's say Coldplay. I'll pull it up on here too so we can see the whore. Coldplay, Cry, Cry, Cry.
Coldplay, cry, 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 cry.
Okay, bitch, you need to release, cleanse. That ain't her. That hook nose is not her. Okay, the nose is wrong. That's not her. Is there another dancer someplace? So was he? Maybe she wasn't even a principal. You know what I mean? I'm seeing dancers. She's not featured, everybody. There's a whole dance routine happening. There's principal dancers. There's other women. It's not this bitch. And you're going to have to look for her to find her. But what's also telling is even in the opening scene when they walk into this club or salon or whatever it is, they're showing just the legs of the dude and the chick, and she's got a dress on that goes down past her knees, so you just see her calves. I know from the picture we saw this white bitch that's not her, because her calves didn't look like that. No, those are dancers that have calves like that. Before my accident, that's how my calves were. My calves don't fire the way they used to now because after my accident. But I'm just saying, like, I could. So they're saying she's known for all this, and that was easy to look up, just a music video. But she's not a principal person in the video. She's not. I thought she was going to be like the video girl. Like, oh, that's the whore. No, none of it. 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 I'm jumping around because I don't know what my time is, everybody. I want to go to at least get into this Katt Williams piece, because Katt Williams is a very wise soul. I've met his spirit. I was literally talking out loud to the screen, saying, I've met your spirit, brother. I've met you. And I don't enjoy his stand-up. You know, the sweaty Katt Williams with the permed hair and all that. That I'm not here for. That's not my brand. But when he's someplace talking and things like that, that's when he's very engaging, and you almost can't look away. You need every word that he says. He's very matter of fact. I mean, he's really something. But what we glean from him... Wait now. Oh, please, God, let me have saved this. Because what I want to bring with this, everybody, is there's a sister. I think she's kind of just getting started, but she did a fantastic job. Damn it. We're going to need that, because the interview is nearly 3 hours of the Katt Williams thing. Oh, do I want to just dispense of the James Clyburn stuff first? By the way, James Clyburn's wife died in 2019, everybody, from diabetes, apparently. Or at least that was part of it. She was diabetic. Because he stood up there lying, saying, and Joe Biden has lowered the cost of prescription drugs. He lowered only the fucking cost of the one diabetic drug, a couple dollars, only for federal people. That's it. It lies. So when he's sitting in front of those black Christian mummies in the Mother Emanuel Church, they're just eating. Joe Biden, he going down on our prescription Medicare. You just hear him now. It's your Auntie and them. It's all the people we know, everybody. We know these people. And then at one point he's listing, he goes, if you take blood pressure medication, just all the shit you know your grandmama would be on. It was sickening. I should go to Katt Williams, because I'll get worked up if I go to James Clyburn right now. I don't want to do it. Let me see if I can find this. First, this. Well, let me go to here and look at that. Just put it in my favorites. I can't imagine I didn't save this. If I didn't save this, I don't deserve to live. I just don't. But what I appreciate about Katt Williams and any human beings on earth, you know this, is you got to be willing to tell it. You got to be willing to tell it. You got to be willing to tell it. That's anybody that can do that. You have all my cooperation, my respect. You have everything you would ever need from me. Tell it. Tell it. Everything be damned. Tell it. Tell it, tell it, tell it. Let's see. This isn't it, but this will get us started. Damn it. This is not what I want.
Elon Musk's newest app,
I don't care about Elon Musk. Where's Mama?
is causing
Give
even
a damn.
more
Give a
controversy than
damn.
Twitter. This app is
He's not outside my house admitting that he's the devil and writing me a check.
all of these.
Then I'm gonna be good. I'll just use this to get us started, everybody. But what I really want to find is this sister who did a fantastic job. She did an outtake of some of the key points In fact, I typed her a long response because I wanted to acknowledge her work. I'll tell you guys, you don't understand. We make it look very easy. You think I'm just, oh, the Jedi's on, it's doing live. I'm so glad I caught you. But you don't know what's going on right here. It's a lot happening. And it took a lot to get here and to stay here. Do you understand? But I know that. And I always preach to you about the process of anything, that most people are just used to the outcome of work. It just happens. Poof, it's there. She went and things that he was referencing, she found clips to buttress what he was saying. Stuff you wouldn't have known the reference. I mean, she helped me, you know? And I sent her a long thing and subscribed to her channel and everything. Like, I appreciate you. I just wanted to stop and acknowledge your work. I know what it took for you to get those clips and to do the editing and all this and the third. I mean, it was really something. And I'm hoping I'm going to find that, because that would be a good place. But before I start with that, while I'm looking for that, we'll start with this. This will at least get us into conversation on this issue. Now, this was him. By the way, I'm over Shannon Sharpe. Y'all know I'm not a sports fan. I only know who Shannon Sharpe is. First of all, shame on his parents for naming him Shannon. All right, find his parents. At least get the address. But I'm just over black males have just become so, listen, I've lived long enough for everybody. I know it's definitely an influence, because I know the shit that's been acceptable and unacceptable the entire time I've been on the planet amongst our people. So when it's shit that's not acceptable is suddenly acceptable en masse, that's an influence. You could see it like you could see your hand in front of your face. It's not a mystery. You don't have to be brilliant or anything. So I'm just over big ass motherfuckers like Shannon Sharpe wearing women's leggings and shit and all this tight clothing. It used to be that brothers, if you wanted to show off your physique, you put on a nice pair of shorts and a tank top. That's it. Nothing dainty and shit. Just a regular man's tank top. You feel me? A wife beater even, and a pair of shorts. Go. Not no tight coochie shorts, but now it's just, we'll just wear what the women are wearing. I'm over it. I can't with it. So my eyes were bleeding the entire time I was trying to watch any clip from this damn interview. You may see, is there blood? Is there something? All right, we'll start with this. I love his truth. And he's not trying to be glamorous or fabulous. This is one of these new phones, y'all. Wait. I don't know which phone. I switched phones, y'all. Fuck T-Mobile and the bitch that came up with it. Because if you're with T-Mobile, I can tell you right now, they're billing you every 5 minutes. Your bill is going up, not down. Shit is happening. You don't know. Like, don't do business with T-Mobile. Like, I left their asses hanging. I had to cut a lot of corners, do a lot of shit. But I left their ass hanging, holding the fucking bag. Because they're telling me, I'm one dude. I'm not a teenager. I'm not playing games and I need a bunch of shit on my phone. I don't do that. I'm very basic. So to send me a bill for $103, you must be on some fucking drug that's not been invented yet. Certainly it's not been named. I left them holding the bag. You understand? Because I'm not one of these people that cares about my credit score and all this bullshit. I don't got shit I need. You understand? So you will not be getting your money, and bye-bye. And I have another phone now, and I got my little internet going, and I'm good. No. So that's why I've got 50 phones here. You know. I'm probably going to move me out because I'm going to be in the way when Katt Williams is speaking. Damn. All right. This is first a clip. This isn't the full interview. This is an outtake of a segment. So see this now, and then we will discuss. See this. I was going to see this.
All of these...
Damn it. See, when I take me out, it's
in November 2012.
Oh, for the love of God.
Because there was a dispute.
Who they don't.
Wait.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Gee.
Look at this bullshit Shannon is wearing.
I kind of get one here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Listen, men are not supposed to wear any fabric that looks. That's just, I can't do. I mean, just put on a fucking wedding dress, Shannon, and be over it.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another
truth is the light.
Amen, amen.
Gee. I kind of get one here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why did he get blackballed?
Yeah,
oh,
because
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that, I value that, I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb.
See, that's why we need this sister.
No studio has ever lost money.
Because, like, an example, like when he just said that part right there, then she cuts in and shows who said that, because I wouldn't know the reference. She cuts in with a clip, and it's Kevin Hart's bitch ass on The Breakfast Club saying that.
Studios have ever said that.
And then there's blue around this, damn it.
Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally when people will give you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or have ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made... All lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
Wow.
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
I love that.
That includes...
He doesn't even know the power of what he just said right there. I think he has a connection to what he just said, but he doesn't know the true value of what he just said there. We have to hear that again.
Blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Boom. We're going to discuss that. Log that, write it down, black people.
That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number 1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
Boom.
They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25?
That killed me because I saw something. I don't know if I should come back in my interruptions or what, but we'll just, damn it, but we'll lose the timestamp. Oh, all right, this will be the only time I do this. Because I saw Gary Owens on something, and he had the audacity to say, you know, I don't know why I haven't crossed over, and I literally typed, he's the living, breathing definition of crossover. You're already over. So when I heard him say that, I was like, it just, wait, I gotta get our timestamp, y'all.
What do you think a plant is?
Okay, 422. 1. Wait, let me come back and get rid of this because I'm in blue highlights for some reason. 422. It's gonna jump again. Okay, enlarge. 1. 420. We'll do 420.
What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
So went
Yeah,
too
it
far
was.
back.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles? I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. Told him no, what y'all do? In front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? Team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they thing. That includes blessings for his people.
There. Again, these are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Okay, 516.
That includes.
Take me out.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo! Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there.
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
Are you still wearing enough
Damn
layers
it.
to insulate Alaska? That's why you need the new
Are you
and
still trying to
improved bear
dodge
skin.
these damn commercials for fucking white
no.
people?
Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is.
Do you see, Katt Williams is one of these spirits that has, you know, you've probably met some version or some level of what I'm trying to, you know, show and share. You know, there's people that have just like this basic wisdom Like he's an observer. I'm not surprised he's successful as a comic because comics have to have information. You understand? You gotta have information because what you want to talk about. And he's very good at detail and you know, even though he's up here spewing out a bunch of stuff, that's not his spirit like that. He has it, so he's opening up the vault right now. But people like that, that's not what they do. They just store. They just store. And you don't want to come at them because, boom, they got a bunch of stuff that's going to come out. Boom, 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 you know. He was on a radio show sometime back, and the sister, he tells the story somewhere in this interview. I don't know if it's in this clip I'm showing right now, where the sister, I guess she's supposed to be a comedian, but she's on a radio show. And before the show, she was like, we're not going to talk about none of that prison stuff and this and the third. And I wouldn't do that to people that look like you and this and the third. And the moment they got on the air, she started attacking him. But he came back at her, and he never stopped sipping his little latte or whatever the fuck he was sipping, his coffee or whatever. This very smooth, very calm, and was just murdering her ass. She was choking on her own spit. Like, people like that, they store. And so this is why he's just telling this stuff like it's his name. He has it, he knows it. That's it. He observed it, he knew it when he saw it, and that's it.
So with that, like, you got to be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not going to have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym. But you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we'll get some...
I want to protect him real quick, because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
No, I didn't. No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Cedric.
Okay, you had said that 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said the dates wrong, yeah. So
let's go back and clear that up.
Okay.
You said, I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this.
That's why I got to find this sister, y'all, because the joke is, and I saw Cedric do it, so I didn't know it even came from Katt. In fact, at the time that I saw Cedric do it, I don't know that I even knew that Katt Williams existed. But that thing that Cedric does where he has the cigarette in his mouth, and he does the thing where it's like he's driving a car. It's this whole little skit piece. Well, this sister found the clip, shows the receipt. I'm going to find it, y'all. We got to see her. Damn it.
Particular joke on BET.
Shout out to the Queen. I don't know if you want me to say your name or not, but shout out to the Queen for your Cash App. I appreciate you. Much love. Thank you so much.
View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this
Right.
joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes. But then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab to help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing...
It's worth interrupting here because this is going to revisit that, but it's better, y'all. Trust me, trust me, trust me. I always tell you, the Jedi is never here to waste your time or mine. My time is so precious, and so is yours. But the value of this is greater because this sister really did her work. And I'm going to find it. I'm going to bring it up on here, and I want you to also go and subscribe to her channel and tell her that Jedi sent you. Let's see. No, you're in the wrong damn place, Jedi. Damn it. Urgh, this is why I don't take me anywhere. I was supposed to be in Milan this week. I'm not going. All right. It's so perfect. Because even just that reference right there, when he's talking about Cedric, when he's talking about different people. Like, I wasn't even going to watch the whole thing. This 2-hour, nearly 3-hour interview that Shannon did with him. I was like, I have to do that on a day when I can't. But her piece made me want to just go, damn it, I'll go and watch the whole damn thing. But you will love this. Oh, hold up. And if I can find it. Wait now. We'll just do this. I was going to try and find my comment so I could share my comment with you that I left her. Excuse me. Because there wasn't millions of comments on the video. Whatever. Of course, I'm not going to be able to find my damn comment now. I'm over it. Come on, man. All right. Whatever. It's not important. I would like to have shared it with you, though, but it's fine. Let's see. Her channel is called More Brianna, just the way it sounds. More, M-R-R-E, Brianna, B-R-I-A-N-A. She did a fantastic job, and you're going to see that.
to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding
You
me?
may need to turn up your volume. Her audio is a little low on the clip, so I'm sending out everything to you that I can. So you just have to turn up your volume.
The truth, so help me God.
I got to turn mine up.
And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe
My
place
in-house.
for the truth to be told.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in.
You stole the show in Friday after
Boom, you see?
Friday After Next.
And
Yeah.
she's got the receipt. She's got the receipt. The receipt. The receipt. The receipt. So I'll shut up. And I think I probably need to get out of the way. I'm going to have to go, y'all. Damn it.
And nothing but the truth, so help me God. And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in.
You stole the show in Friday After Next. Yeah.
This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike. And Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus.
And somebody said, no, we want you to play Mike.
The thieving ass Santa Claus.
Right, and then, yeah, because Katt Williams is going to be the Santa Claus.
Right.
Now three quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home.
Friday After Next come out, I get my kids, where we going? We're going to the movies. We're going to see Friday After Next.
Right.
But they didn't know I was in the theater.
Right. He wasn't even at the premiere. I'm in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and what?
And then, and they switched it over.
Right.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me.
When I auditioned for Mighty Mike.
Right.
You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days?
Hit my role like in 4 days.
Right.
They shot all my stuff in 4 days.
The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with.
You know, so when I went in there to audition, I'm at the toilet. When Katt Williams went to use the bathroom, that's the line I had to use to audition.
I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday?
Big movie. Then I end up doing First Sunday.
Yep.
Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All the parents that keep bringing their babies down here to get baptized without giving them a hot bath.
Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke?
But Katt say you stole one of his jokes. Yeah.
He said it don't line up.
Even talking about don't even match up with no timelines.
How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018?
There it is.
You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy.
By the way, that's when he misspoke the date. It wasn't 2019. He did that in 1998. And then Cedric is doing it there in 2000. That's what the guy off camera was asking about earlier when we were watching the original clip. So I'm clearing that up for you now. So he just misspoke there. He said 2019. He meant 1998.
TV in 2018.
That's not 2018. That's 1998.
You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Doesn't line up. This is a televised joke.
Feels that someone else has stolen some of your material?
Oh, that's a part of this business.
Right.
Same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had.
Oh yeah, you'll need this.
Boom. This is Mark Curry's sitcom. Notice what he's wearing even.
Mark, I'm teaching music, not gym.
Standard issue.
Mark Curry is playing a school principal there. Look at the blazer he's wearing.
Screaming for help only excites the kids.
Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and he.
Look at the blazer. I'm over it.
First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Hightower, and I'm your new music teacher.
These dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach.
This is some internet shit, and that's all I can say. So, you know.
Sitting over here, why I'm not a movie star. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat-faced liar.
Wait, we gotta see it again, y'all.
Why I'm not a movie star. Arms off his stomach. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach.
This is some internet shit, and that's all I can say. So, you know.
Sitting over here, why I'm not a movie star. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just caught a stray.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0.
Okay, but seriously, if you look at your career, have you done better with stand-up or?
Look how he's sitting.
I have, you know, it's almost time to retire.
Wait.
Okay.
So I don't make any money.
He never answers the question, and he
for
looks
a program,
pathetic
you
there,
get
like
a
he's trying to hide his belly or something. I can't. But wait, listen to the question and listen to what Faison says. Wait, go back. Wait.
So if you look at your career, have you done better with stand-up or acting?
Have you done better with stand-up or acting? That's the question. We look at your career. Have you done better with stand-up or acting? This is the answer.
You know, it's almost time to retire.
It's almost time to retire with his no neck. It's just head and shoulders, bitch. I can't. It is literally just head and shoulders. Do you understand? Like, we don't even have time to get to the neck. You know, I can't. Wait. Shut up, Jedi. Okay, the question is, have you looked at your career? Have you done better with stand-up or in movies?
But seriously, if you look at your career, have you done better with stand-up or acting?
I have, you know, it's almost time to retire.
Okay.
So I don't make any money.
If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people.
Boom, boom, boom. And I didn't know that. Again, she brought the receipt. You feel me? Brianna brought the receipt. This is her receipt. He mentioned it. I would have known the reference. He says it and you just, oh yeah, but to see it, that's why I got to find my comment that I wrote to her so you could understand. I had to give this sister props, man. Wow.
It's to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. Be the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty.
What was he at risk?
He chose drugs.
And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking
and y'all know I'm consistent. I've done full, long pieces on Kevin Hart saying he's not funny. He's not my brand of comedy. If somebody else wants to laugh at him, I ain't mad at you. But for me, he's not funny. I can't. But as Katt Williams points out, and I didn't realize until Katt said it, I really didn't know who he was until I didn't remember that he was in Soul Plane, because he was nobody. Because when I saw Soul Plane, it was for Snoop and other people that were in the movie. Kevin Hart was like, who is this dude? I don't know him. I paid no attention to him. And suddenly, oh my God, he's Kevin Hart. Oh my God.
to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows.
Years later, I had at one time 7 TV shows running concurrent on the air.
Only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows.
Years later, I had at one time 7 TV shows running concurrent on the air.
Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times?
You know, even before then, I've seen this guy 30 times. Like, dog, if you literally was that upset about it, like, dog, why you didn't say, hey, why you didn't say nothing? Like that.
And Katt didn't do, as I stand before you, Shannon, I would have bust Cedric's stomach. Change the content because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. All my enemies all look the same in the eyes, whether it's Faison, Wanda, Aries, Spears, they all look like...
Man, I remember on the radio, you went on a radio interview, if I'm not mistaken, that's in Atlanta.
Right.
And you came on there with seemingly good intentions. And she attacked you.
It wasn't just that part.
7. All right. We'll come back. We're jumping. But it says excellent connection. Oh, son of a bitch. We're just gonna try and get through it. It's again saying it's not getting enough, but it's a lie. It's not true at all. We're going to continue because the value of that, I think, is so much greater. In order for us to have proper commentary on the charges that he's making, this is why this is the perfect thing. Because I love Cedric the Entertainer. I love him, man. Like, we know that dude. Just, somebody. We knew Cedric before we knew Cedric. And so even to hear something like this about him, but to have this type of credibility coming from Katt Williams, and even Ricky Smiley, I mean, these are some dirty ass fucking people, dude. And this is just in the comedy world. So we can only imagine these solid ass black people that are doing other shit, scandalous ass folks, dude. I mean, very upsetting. I'm trying to figure out, what do I need to do? Because we're still jumping. I don't need to do anything. I'm sending all the shit they say they need. My bit rate is exactly what they said. No, it needs to be 2500. It's at 2500. So die off. Excuse me, I'll just double check the bit rate. Stream. No. I need general. No, output. Bit rate. Boom. 2500, bitch. There it is. Done. It's still not changing. I don't want to. Oh, man. I'm just going to let it play. We'll just go back to where we were. And
980,000 views.
Let it play. We're at 7-minute mark.
Represent, everybody smoking weed. I kind of
No.
I don't want everybody smoking weed.
I thought we were 7 minutes.
Because I kind of forgot about it.
I made enough to get them teeth fixed just like you did.
Yeah.
So I
Wait, this is not. It was the 7-minute mark.
The one convenience at
I looked at it. I said, okay, we'll go to 7 minutes because that's why it's 7 minutes. This is something different. This is not even the one we were just watching. Because there's a part 2, I clicked to part 2. I'm over it. All right, 7 minutes.
Is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday after next, the one I was.
You came on there with seemingly good intentions.
Oh, y'all. I'm trying. All right. One, 4.
I think that's in Atlanta.
Right.
And you came on there with seemingly good intentions. And she attacked you.
It wasn't just that part. It was the fact that before I go in there, she has a conversation about, okay, now, I just want to talk to you because you just wanted Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on.
Right. Okay.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
It's our time.
Get this inmate out of here. And you're big
Turn
in
it down.
prison. And you're
Yes,
big in
ma'am.
prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah,
off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
Calm
No.
down. Calm.
No cases. We ain't gonna talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way.
I said what they like.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I said what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean. Never gonna say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line. Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. Shout out to Forever 21.
Yeah.
Shout out to
They
Forever
tried
21.
to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes. With a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's two comedians. What do you mean?
That she said it was going to be very professional. Oh, you want an Emmy? Congratulations. You put the city on. You own for the city. Yada, yada, yada. And now, did she mention anything about the Emmy on camera?
I believe you saw the video and you know. If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm little mama's baby daddy.
No, you.
Weight class.
Is that what you wanted to do?
No.
That she was out of her league when it came to... Because
I didn't want to do any of it.
I know you didn't want to, but once she took it there, did you feel that you had to go there? Oh, you
Go where?
You could have said, Wanda, I didn't come here for that. I just want to do the interview. I just want to talk about what happened.
Oh, you misunderstand my job. My job is to be funny. My job is to be funny first. It's as a learning experience. Most comedians don't get booed enough.
Think about this. You're stuck in traffic and the lights turn blue. Oh, you gonna laugh, you gonna lighten up.
I mean, this is how you end up with a Michael Blackson who's a real African doing a fake African accent. Okay, Mudo.
Stop, you mother suckers!
What happened? You know what? I mean, I'm not gonna say me and Katt been like, you know.
And that's the first time I ever heard Michael Blackson's real voice, too. Can I just add that?
And me, all I did was give him the best advice of his life. Remember, he was wearing dirty dashikis. And I told him.
Again, she's bringing all the receipts.
He needed to dress to be in the position that he's trying to say that he's in. And if you're the African king of comedy, sir, there's actually comedians in Africa doing comedy. If you
For the African king of comedy, ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Blackson.
Gotta put in some work. And these guys, they take my advice, they change their whole persona, and then they hate me for it. And
you know what? I mean, I'm not gonna say me and Katt been like, you know, best friends or we're friends, but we're more like always been like associates. Like we.
This is the reckoning. 2024. I never had sucked a penis. That was my only goal. I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Johnathan Majors.
There you go, speak up.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right.
And that's our beautiful sister right there, by the way, y'all. That's Brianna.
Because P. Diddy be wanting to party.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
We
partied
so
for my
birthday before
you came to
my party.
No, but me and you ain't never
Her
really
lips, she could have
partied, you know
damn
what I'm
award.
saying?
And you gotta